Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Let me just do a quick check to make sure we are in the right place at the right time. Let's see. Hang on one second. Gotta switch over to my page. Welcome, welcome if you're joining me live. I'm so glad you're here. Let's see. Nope, don't want to do that. Hold on. I want to be able to see my comments while you guys are watching. Let's see if this works. Yesterday or last week it was not working. It's still not working. Well, bummer. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. Just trying to make sure you guys can see what I see and I can see comments. So it looks like, oh, there we go. Perfect. All right. I got it. Hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing well. It is Tuesday, September 2nd. How is it September already, you guys? This year is flying and this summer went by so quickly. But what's super exciting about it being September is that the new Stampin' Up catalog launches tomorrow. It's actually a new catalog, new September online exclusives, and I think there's 3 new kits, maybe 2. But there's new kits tomorrow as well. So there's lots and lots of new goodies coming to the online store tomorrow. I posted the link to my store in the video, in the description of this video, so you can check that out there if you'd like. And yeah, I think that's, actually, I think I can show it here too, there. And that way you guys can see that. Obviously, nothing will be in there yet. There's still good things to see in the store anyway, but all the new stuff launches tomorrow for the new September through December mini catalog. I can only show you the cover right now, but there's lots of fun stuff. And I know a lot of people actually start crafting just for the holidays. Like, I don't know how, but a lot of people are crafters at this time of year, even if they don't do crafting the rest of the year. So what I thought I would do is I do have some, I don't have all my stuff because that order is actually coming tomorrow. We could pre-order a lot of stuff. So I do have some good amount of stuff, including all of the new papers. So I'll show you those. I'll show you some of the embellishments that I have. I have a few of the workshop, actually I think I have both of the scrapbooking workshop kits. So I'll show you those. I haven't put them together yet. And I have one whole suite that I love, and I'm going to do a little card for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me switch this around. Got a lot to share with you today. So let me get us centered here. Pause you. All right, so it looks like I'm a little off-centered. Let me just move over a little bit. Like that, and we'll zoom in a little bit maybe, or maybe not. Okay, I think that's all I can do right now. So let's go ahead and I'll show you the suite that I have, the full suite. It is called, I believe, let me just check the name again. I can't show you, but I'll show you the product. Hang on one second. It is called the Peaceful Garden Suite is what it's called. So let me show you that. I was actually just going to check really quick too to see how many suites we have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new suites in the catalog, and then there's at least 1, I think maybe 2 in the online exclusives too. So lots of new goodies. So let me go ahead and show you this one first. I think I'm in love with the paper the most on this, so I'll show you that first. This is cut down to 6x6 because I was prepping for my paper share. I'm going to do a little mini paper share with the new papers from both this catalog and the online exclusive, but that's not happening for a few weeks because I've got a virtual retreat happening, which is going to be launching first. So lots of stuff happening over here, but this is the paper. It is 12 by 12 typically, but I've just, like I said, cut it down so that I can start working on paper share projects. But it's very pretty. It's not overly holiday, so you can definitely use it for other occasions and other needs. But again, 12 by 12 paper. I just cut it to 6 by 6. In fact, I cut all the paper to 6 by 6. So it's just gonna make it easier for you to see it in the camera. So you're having a problem with audio. Is that me? Or, let's see. Hopefully, can everybody else hear me? Let me see if I can hear myself. Hang on, you're gonna hear a little bit of echo if I can. Let me just test here. I can hear myself. Yep, I can. So I'm not sure if your volume isn't all the way up, Marie, or maybe another setting. So I'm going to keep going, but let me know if there's any other problems, if anybody else can't hear me too. So this is the Peaceful Garden paper. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Peaceful Garden 12 by 12 paper. Really pretty, right? And totally usable. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Oh, good. Okay, thanks, Marie. So super pretty, really like versatile, I think. I think you could use it for holiday, or you could use it for like everyday occasions. And in fact, the bundle that's with it, so the main stamp set that goes with this is all words, but you can see it's got some sympathy stuff. Wishing you all the best in your new adventure. Peace, love, joy, love, big hugs for a good friend. Peace on earth really is the only like holiday sentiment, so that's good. And then there's this, which is the die. So 2 label dies, some little leaves, stars. This is actually little envelopes, and I think I used one. Did I use one on a card? I think I did. And then a couple of doves. So you can see those cute little dies. And then there's coordinating ribbon, which is this really pretty, is this Night of Navy or Secret Sea? Misty Moonlight. It's Misty Moonlight colored, and then it's got silver edging. So very elegant, very pretty. Oh, mine snipped by accident. I must have cut it when I cut the paper. And then these are the cute little embellishments. They're like plasticky little flowers. Super pretty as well. And then there's also an embossing folder, and this is a really pretty like frame embossing folder, and you'll see that in a second on one of the samples I did. So this was the focus of Creativity Now this past summer. So I've had this suite for a while. I should probably have done more with it by this point, but I have not. But it's one of the perks of being a demonstrator. It's a demonstrator only event they hold every summer typically, and we usually get to get our hands on new product before everybody else. So this was that product, and I just feel like it's so pretty. So let me show you what we made in that. I didn't finish all my projects because I messed up the second one, and then I just got annoyed. So, but I loved this, and I used this one as a design for another card class actually, but really, really simple, easy to reproduce design. So that one was one of the projects. Just highlights a few pieces of the paper and some of the dies, and then a couple of the little embellishments, and of course the sentiment. This is the one that was super fancy, and it's really, really cool. So we used the embossing folder on the two-tone cardstock and sanded it so you get a little bit of that white. And then this is the dove, and it wasn't the envelope we used. We used the little twiggy here for the dove to carry. And then this was a flippy card. It's really pretty. I messed mine up because I sliced my little frame here by accident, but this ribbon should go through that, so I have to fix it. But otherwise it opens like this, and look how pretty that is, right? So really fun fold. So I'll probably recreate this again so I can fix it, and then maybe do it even in some holiday patterns and stuff, because it's just really, really pretty. And I just love this paper. It's so pretty. All right. Hi, Anne. Hi, Linda. So let's make a card with this suite while we have it out, and then I'll share some of the other new goodies that I have. Like I said, I don't have all the things I wish I had. I have another order coming tomorrow. And then of course we can only order, we can order one of everything in the catalog right now as demonstrators, but it doesn't go live to everybody until tomorrow. So I was kind of limited on what I could do. So I do have some stuff that I will share with you. And then of course I'll be sharing more with you probably next week, because I'm headed out to a crop this weekend. So I'm hoping to play with some of those new goodies this weekend. and make some more projects for you. But we'll share some good stuff today. So this is just one of the really pretty papers, so I thought I would use that. And then I'm going to just layer, oh shoot, I just did the wrong side. I wanted to do the other side. I do have a eraser to take that off, but I'm not gonna do that right at this minute because it will take some time. So let me just cut a piece again. This was 2 by 5 1/4. So I think that's already 2 and 5 1/4. So this is what happens when I try to talk and craft. All right, so let's try that again. I want the adhesive on this side. And I'm just gonna trim this because I got some jagged edges here. All right, oh, I almost did it again. Let's put the adhesive on the correct side. All right, and then, yeah, this paper is so, so pretty. I love it. All right, and I love blues anyway, so, but I just think it's very versatile for a lot of different occasions, from holidays to sympathy to just masculine. So many ways you could use it. All right, my trimmer is not cutting the best these days. I think it's time to replace my blade. All right, I'm just gonna do a really simple layout. So I just used a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of the pattern paper on thick basic white, and now I'm just gonna layer this panel here, which is the pattern paper's 2 by 5 1/4, and the cardstock, which is cloud cover, is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. And then we're gonna use that stamp set and some Secret C. I'm gonna use the Heartfelt Prayers. Let me just grab my ink here. And I need a block. I'm going to use Secret C and a block. And we will stamp that. I'm going to kind of stamp it off to the side because I did die cut some of the little leaves. So we're going to use that too. All right, so let's just stamp this to the side. Straight down, straight up, so I don't catch any of that excess ink that I grabbed. It looks like it's a little crooked, but we're gonna let it go. And then I'm gonna grab my liquid glue. And like I said, I have done a little cluster here. So I'm just gonna attach these to that label. Sorry for the traffic noise. We're going to call it ocean noise like we discussed last week. So I'm just going to attach that here. Like that. Okay, and then we'll do the same with this one. Just add some liquid Tombow glue. I'm going to go a little bit higher with this one. If you guys are in the Westboro area, I will be in Westboro this weekend. I will be with some of you, so that'll be fun. I finished designing my class, well, one of my classes. I'm working on my card class, but I was waiting for my new goodies to arrive, which I forgot. Yesterday was a holiday, so it won't come until tomorrow. So we'll be designing under the gun here. So then I'm just gonna pop this up, and we're gonna call this super simple, but super done. Let me just grab some dimensionals. Where are those? I don't know where. I had like, oh, they're there. I had like 3 of them out this morning. Let's grab those. And then we'll attach this. And then we'll add some of the little embellishments that come with the suite. And easy peasy. That's why I love designing with the suites, because everything coordinates. They give you the colors in the paper on the backs of the paper packages and on the website. So you can use that in helping you just pull together all the supplies you need to make a very cohesive and pretty project. So these are the Hues of Blues flowers. Okay, and then I'm gonna just grab my take your pick tool, and let's do, I think I'm gonna do the lighter blue ones. Let's grab a couple of these like that, and then one up here. There we go. And that's it. That's all we have to do. Very super simple. You could add more into this if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave it simple and sweet. So this would be easy to produce quickly, make a stash of them, and then you'd have some ready to go cards. So that is the project, but let me show you some more of the product that is going to be launching tomorrow. So I don't believe this is part of the suite. No, this is part of the, so on another page in that catalog, we have the scrapbooking collection. So this is the sticker sheet for this. So this suite has the suite collection. It has a pattern paper and sticker sheet option with an optional add-on stamp set, which I'll show you. And then it also has the workshop kit. So this is different than the workshop kit. So this has the pattern paper, everything I showed you in the last one, 12 by 12 size, 2 sheets of each design. So just like our regular pack of paper, it just comes with this sticker sheet as well. So that's the sticker sheet designer series paper combo. So that is a separate offering, and then it comes, or it doesn't come, but you also have the option to add on the Peaceful Days 12 by 12 two-tone cardstock. And what's really great about this, let me open this for you. In here, you have a couple of sheets of each of the colors in the pattern paper. So we have like the pool party, you have the crumb cake, looks like Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, Dark Secret Sea, and White Willow. So you've got all the coordinating cardstock colors for scrapbooking, basically, in this collection. So you get the designer series paper and the sticker sheet together, then you can add on the two-tone cardstock, and then also they have this other stamp set that's an add-on that is kind of designed more for scrapbooking, so it's more for embellishing, and you know, the sentiments tend to be a little more title focused or descriptive focused instead of card like sending sentiments, so that kind of thing. And then also part of that page is this glimmer paper, which has the cloud cover, Secret Sea, and then I think this is the Misty Moonlight, is what they're calling. Oh, they're just calling it blue, dark gray, and soft green. So, but it's kind of mimicking the colors that are in this suite. So you've got the bundle that I showed you first. You've got these items, and then let me show you one other thing that's part of this collection. So this is like, it's not part of it, like they're sold separately in some cases, most cases, in all cases. But there's also the scrapbooking workshop kit. So if you don't want to design a scrapbook page on your own using the supplies I just showed you, you could get this scrapbooking workshop kit, which has the supplies to make this layout, and this layout. You do all the cutting, but all the materials are here. So you've got the pattern paper, but it might not be all the patterns, or it might be some of the patterns. And then you've got your cardstock bases, and you've got die cuts, and you've got, these are die cuts, not stickers. Although actually, yeah, these are those stickers? Those are stickers. So these are stickers, which is very similar to the sticker. It is the sticker sheet. So you've got a sticker sheet in the workshop kit. You've also got your placeholders for your photos if you want to put the pages together. And what's really cool about these workshop kits is they're very instructional. So this will give you the exact template to put them together. So see, project 3, project 2, project 1. So it tells you what goes where. And then I'll show you in the directions, it has the specific cutting directions. So even though this isn't cut, you've got your pieces that show, okay, so this pattern, you're going to cut on the diagonal. This pattern, you're going to cut a 1.5 by 12, another 1.5 by 12, 1.5 by 11.5. So it tells you, and it tells you which project each one goes with. And so you got all your cutting directions, and then you have your assembly directions as well. So if you like the kind of done for you sort of vibe, these are really, really nice. And this collection has so much to offer between the suite collection and the sticker sheet and designer series paper option, and the glimmer paper, and then the workshop kit. So that is that. That's probably the most comprehensive I have of the new catalog. Another sticker sheet option, sticker and cardstock sheet option is this one. It's the Traditions of Christmas, Keeping Traditions sticker sheet. So again, it will come with this sticker sheet and the designer series paper. You can add on the coordinating cardstock if you want, or you could just get the two. And then let me show you the paper that's in here. So this is a suite too. I don't have it. It's in my order because this is what we're going to be using at my virtual retreat. So I'm doing a Haunted Holidays virtual retreat. It's going to be October 23rd through 26th, I think it is. It's virtual. We're going to be, the pillow gifts and the little treats that I'm going to send in the box will be Halloween themed because it's right before Halloween weekend, but the make and takes will be featuring this suite. So this is the paper on here. You've got some gold foil, some very traditional colors, but also some pinks and light blues and dark blues. Very, very pretty. So I love this one too. So we'll be using this for our make and takes in that virtual retreat. And registration will be coming out via email in the next few days, so watch for that. But so, so pretty, right? So that's that paper. So you can order the paper individually. Like I said, there's also a double bundle. So there's a label and sentiment bundle and a image and die cut bundle, plus some ribbon and embellishments and all the things, which I'll show you once I have all of that. But then you also have the option to do the sticker sheet and pattern paper and add on the cardstock if you want. There is an additional stamp set too, that goes with the scrapbooking vibe. And then there's also yet another scrapbooking workshop kit. So this is another new one. I'm not going to pull all the elements out for you. I'll just quickly show you the layouts. Like, how cute is that one, right? So you get enough to do the 3 full page layouts. So they're double page layouts, and then again you get all the cutting directions and all of the assembly directions as well, with some close-up pictures for you to be able to put those together. So really fun, easy crafting, and the pattern paper in this suite is so beautiful. I love, love, love it. So that's that one. That's called Keeping Traditions, or Christmas Traditions, I think is what the bundle is called, the suite rather. So I'll show you that later, but I don't have that one yet. And then, is this one part of the, hold on, I gotta look at one thing because I have another one here. It might be, I think it's an online exclusives, actually. I don't think it's in the catalog, but it's an online exclusive. Yeah. So the two I just showed you are in the catalog. This one's called Lovely Florals, and this is in online exclusives. So it also has a sticker sheet option. It features the Charming Day. This might actually already be out. I'm not sure. It's the Charming Day paper, which I've played with before, but here's the sticker sheet to go with it for my scrapbookers. There is an extra stamp set again, and then you have the option to add on the coordinating cardstock. And then this is the workshop kit, which I think is new in this online exclusives. But see, pretty double page spread. And of course you can edit how you assemble the page. It just gives you all of these exclusive die cuts and stickers and things like that to be able to make these really pretty pages. So those are the workshop kits. Let me show you some of the embellishments and pattern papers as well. So there's a really cool black and white suite collection, and black, white, and gold. It's 12 by 12 paper, but I've again cut it to be easier to see on camera. How pretty is this? So you could use these as is. You could color in some stuff, add pops of color if you wanted to. Very, very pretty. I did not get this whole collection yet, but it's probably coming because I do really like the modern vibe of this. And the stamp set kind of coordinates with these trees. So they kind of look like little cutesy but still elegant trees is kind of the stamp set vibe with this. And very pretty. And then it has the black and gold and the white and gold trim. And again, all of this stuff will be online beginning tomorrow. Tomorrow is the launch of the catalog. Because I'm going away this weekend, I didn't get a chance to do a bunch of videos for you, but I'm hoping to do some projects this weekend, and then I can share some new catalog videos with you next week too. All right, just a couple of ribbons, and I don't remember what goes with what. There's some white fluffy ribbon that's really pretty, and some like mesh weave ribbon. I think they call it irregular weave, and the color, I don't think it lists a color because it's just kind of like beigey tan, but it's kind of crumb cake color, which you all know I love. Then we've got some embellishments. This one is the streaked dots, which go with one of the fall bundles, which I also will have tomorrow. We're going to be using these on the layouts that I did for this weekend. So this weekend at the crop, I have a layout class featuring the Weekend Adventures designer series paper and sticker sheets. So everybody that takes the class will get those two items, the sticker sheet and the designer series paper pack, and we're going to make 2 double-page spreads. And I used these embellishments on those pages. They're kind of camping, woodsy theme, so I'm super excited about those. And then I'll have a card class as well. And then here's some more. This goes with the Aurora Lights suite, so there's a really fun, and I'll show you, here's the pattern paper for that. This is 6x6 paper. It's just very Northern Lights like. So if you've ever seen Northern Lights or you have photos of Northern Lights, this would be kind of a cool paper pack to get to sort of document that. Or even just kind of fun. I don't know, figure skating could be cool on this. It looks like, you know, marks and ice or something like that. Ice skating at a rink or something, like in a holiday season, that could be really cool with that. And then you've got the coordinating embellishments. There's also stamps and ribbon and all sorts of other stuff that goes with this. This is a suite as well. Again, like I said, I didn't have all of the things yet. This is also a suite, and it's super cute. It's the cutesy kind of suite. It has 2 pages of die cut ephemera. This is half of it, so you get double what's here. And then this is the pattern paper. So you've got some cute little animals in this one, which is always popular. It's kind of post-like, you know what I mean? So it's got sort of like postage stamp kind of vibes, mail trucks. So that mail little envelopes, the dogs, super cute little paper. So very cutesy, kitschy, very fun. Little bears, raccoons, owls, super cute. Whole suite collection with this as well. So there's stamps and dies and embellishments. I think these are the embellishments for this one. Super cute, light and fun. Very versatile for a variety of things between, you know, kids cards and holidays and just keeping in touch. I think you could even use Valentine. You could use some Valentines with this stuff too. So especially if you got some pets, I think that would be really cute. So that's another pack of paper, another suite in the catalog as well. This is the low profile sparkle dots. This is from the Pairs, the Perfectly Pairs suite collection. That is an online exclusive. I can't remember if it's out already or if it comes out this month. I think it comes out tomorrow as well. Very pretty little dots, but this pattern paper is beautiful, and the suite is really gorgeous too. It's on my list. I don't think I have part of it. I actually have the stamp set. Let me show you the stamp set. I won this one in Disney, and I just haven't ordered the counterparts yet, but it's very, very pretty. You've probably seen it online because a lot of people have been playing with it already. So that one's really fun. This is super pretty 12 by 12 fall paper. It's a little bit different in that it has fewer patterns, but more pieces of each pattern in the pack of paper. So very fallsy, not traditional fall necessarily, but very pretty. Some cute little animals and some stripes. So that's that one. I'm going to be using this, I think, for some of the card classes this weekend, card class cards this weekend, but we'll see. I got to design it so that I have enough of it. This is actually the traditional sparkle sequins. This goes with that Christmas traditions suite that the bundle that I showed you at the beginning, the one I'm using for the holiday retreat. That's really fun. And then this is another pack of pattern paper. Love this one too. I love me some snowflakes. I'll probably get this, but later in the year, just because it's it's good traditional kind of holiday, but also wintry. So it's good for some of those winter cards as you're leading from holidays into the January, February time frame. I think you could do some really great thank you cards for Christmas. You know, after Christmas is done and you want to send thank you cards, if people still do that, I still do that. This would be a really pretty pack of paper. Again, it's 12 by 12. It has a whole suite, so lots of fun little components to that as well. And then the last paper I have to show you is this one. And actually this stamp set here goes with this paper. So this is part of a suite, and those go together. And I think it might actually go with those street dots, these here that I was showing you earlier. So there's more to the bundle. There's dies, there's other embellishments and goodies, but this is kind of the basis of that one. And there's like a really big giant tree die, like this size. Look how big it is. So you can kind of really make that the focal point of the projects too. So this is much smaller than what it actually is. And then this one, I have this bundle on order, the suite collection. This is a full suite, 12 by 12 paper. It's got some foil and a really cute coordinating stamp set. I have this one on the way here. I'm hoping to use this for card class. So we'll do some fall cards, some, you know, general everyday class. This is for the class this weekend at the Just Scrap and Crop. But look how pretty this is, right? It's just beautiful. Very classic fall. Great for like your apple picking pictures or your fall thanks cards, Thanksgiving settings, table arrangements, cards, all that kind of stuff. So the rest of that will be here this week as well. So lots and lots of new goodies coming into the online store tomorrow. I will have catalogs at the Crop this weekend, or I can always send you one if you didn't already get one in the mail from me. Just reach out to me and let me know, and I will do my best to get those out so you can have them in time for the new catalog. Well, it won't be in time for the new catalog, but this week. So we will do our best. All right, my friends, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Here's our little project again, and some other ones that we used featuring that beautiful suite. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will be in touch soon with all this new goodness. Like I said, there'll probably be some new videos on my YouTube channel later this week, so feel free to subscribe if you don't want to miss those. I would love to see you there. All right, my friends, have a great week, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.